Today, there's a dish that many of the students just love that go through our lines, and it's our tofu lettuce wraps. So today we'll be preparing that dish for you, and hopefully you can take this information and make it at home. Always when you buy tofu, always buy organic, and so we'll start off with a wonderful piece of organic tofu. I'm going to turn this fire up just a little bit, and we're going to start our dish off with a little bit of sesame oil, which will give it a very nice fragrance. We're also going to use just a tiny bit of extra virgin organic olive oil. There we go. And Lance is going to stir this for us. And first thing we want to do is we want to introduce our tofu. That tofu is going to soak up that wonderful sesame oil and just taste wonderful. There we go. Then we're going to add some red onions. About 1/4 of a cup. Also 1/4 of a cup of scallions. You smell it already. It smells just wonderful. We want to add some julienne carrots as well. So we'll sprinkle those right there. And just a little bit, about 2 cloves of chopped fresh garlic. We're going to let that cook for just a moment. We want to add also a little bit of soy sauce. You can also use Bragg's liquid amino acids if you prefer that. Works just the same. Then we're going to take just a little bit of our chicken style seasoning, sprinkle that on top. And no dish would be complete without a little bit of a punch. So we're going to add some cayenne. Now we're going to saute that until the tofu just becomes a nice golden brown, which we're just about there, and the onions become translucent. This looks just delicious. Now, if any of you have ever been to an Asian restaurant, they like to put this into iceberg lettuce. We prefer to use a little healthier version, and we're going to use a nice red leaf lettuce here. That looks just about right, Lance, doesn't it? Okay. So what we do when this is done, we just stuff these lettuce leaves just like that. We will put them on a plate right here. This is a delicious, healthy, easy meal to make for yourself and your friends. Let's go ahead and do 3 of them. Smells good, doesn't it?
And by using the Bragg's, it also becomes a gluten-free meal.
Here are the lettuce wraps. We want to top these with a little bit of toasted sesame seeds, which will add some crunch and a little bit of flavor. And then we're going to also toss down on it a little bit, just a drizzle of our house-made peanut sauce. Right there. And that is our tofu lettuce wrap made with organic tofu right there. Very healthy, very nutritious. You've got your protein there from your tofu, and it's a favorite here at Andrews University. Now I'd like to turn to Chef Clark. Another thing that everyone's been asking for in our catering department lately are our spring rolls. We make these fresh, and they are from raw vegetables, so you have that wonderful crunch and the nutrition and this big pop of color. So Lance is going to show us now how to make the spring rolls.
Now, as we just talked about, spring rolls are made with generally just fresh vegetables. It's springtime. You use fresh vegetables right from the garden, AU Gardens. And there's also different varieties of spring rolls that we have. Now spring roll skins are rice papers. We have them in round, we have them in a square, and then we also found some with sesame seeds. You want to get your water nice and warm, and when your rice paper starts softening up, you can pull it out of the water, lay it flat on the table, and then we're going to choose from a different variety of vegetables. We have a little bit of tofu here, little Asian Napa cabbage, julienne snow peas, julienne carrot, and purple cabbage for a nice pop of color. Now, sometimes we also like to use a little bit of avocado. In this instance, we're not going to. Now, at this point, you got to make sure that you wrap your spring roll really tight so that when you go to cut it, it won't fall apart on you.
This is the hard part.
Collect everything, roll it really tight.
It's just beautiful.
Then we're going to cut it on a diagonal. And place it on the plate. Now you can use the peanut sauce that we just made or sweet chili sauce. Any sort of sweet soy glaze that you would like that would work well with a spring roll.
So we'll just drizzle a little bit of the peanut sauce around the edge there for dipping. And there you have a beautiful, healthy lunch, nice, healthy supper that you can share with your friends and your loved ones.